Hey, this is my Imex RH1019, the Samurai, and what I've just done most recently is once I got everything buttoned down and tightened up, I did Loctite on all the grub screws that hold the moving parts. Loctited those, tied down and Loctited the motor bolts, and I'm gonna do this one here on the front that holds the drive shaft. That's factory tight, and I'm just gonna hit it with some Loctite and make sure they're tightened down. When you start using 3S on this car, the incredible amount of speed it can produce and vibrations will loosen these screws. You'll feel the car driving funny and see that it's two-wheel drive because maybe this is spinning and not locked down. So this car is only run on a smooth floor just to make sure that it was running well, steering well, and it ran beautifully. But otherwise, all the Loctite and whatnot from the factory is the only time it's been Loctite, and I'm just making sure everything is perfect. Now I'm gonna Loctite the 3 motor mount bolts back down in here. Now that I got the gear mesh, the motor screws tightened down, and after that's done, all that's left to do is to change this plate here. This is plastic. All of the metal parts, weak points are upgraded to aluminum, the blue aluminum. And this plate here is the only other weak point, so I'm gonna replace that as well with the matching blue aluminum kick plate. I think it's called something like that. So I got the motor screws back in, and we'll check the gear mesh. It's important to get a nice tight gear mesh, but with that little bit of play, that little click in it, it's got to have that little bit of gap in there so that they don't bind. You can hear that little click, a minute little tap. You got it right. We'll change that plate next. Just check all your screws and put Loctite on the screws that hold things like metal, motor mount, things like that. Aluminum. All right, let's see. Let me tighten these back down, and then we'll check the gear mesh. good. Let's see. Okay, let's see there the gear mesh. Oh, that's beautiful. Listen. Nothing moves, but there's just enough place so those gears aren't binding. That's a great gear mesh. All these diffs are so well greased. Look at that nice free spin. Rear wheels. Those gears are nice and smooth. Alright. That's in there. All the grub screws are Loctited, re-Loctited. I'm going to tune the shocks next, front and rear. That one's a little stiff compared to the others. Tune the shocks. They're fully adjustable big bore shocks. I love these tires. They're soft, but nice foam in there, super grippy and light. They're light tires, they're not super heavy. So I'm gonna button all of this back up and tune those shocks next. I think that's it for now. Let's see. Let's give that a little test run. Let's see. Beautiful. That is an awesome 30 kilogram servo. I like it. And the gyro on that is very nice. You know, with Dumbo RC, you can turn it down, medium, or very high. So that car is going to slide out of the slippery turns with the gyro and hold a nice straight line. You gotta see that. All right, let's run it up right quick, just to show where we are. I don't want to go too hard. I don't have my my pinion button down. That is beautiful, isn't it? All right, let me button that up, and we'll come back to it. Okay, so I'm gonna reassemble this. Since everything is all buttoned down and the electronics are fully installed now. Gears meshed up. That's perfect. See if I can put this back together really fast. Since this is going into these aluminum posts, give it a little Loctite. Same here. Imex Samurai. This is a older car, popular in the early 2000s. It's a good platform. Glad I was able to get a couple of these. Good platform that becomes a beast, great car with some upgrades, a few upgrades. You got an awesome platform, I think comparable to a lot of the big names. Imex's VRX and FRX, something like that in Europe. I could be wrong about which RX it is. Let's see, how was that? I think I mixed up some screws. Metal. Those were button. Those were flathead. Wrong screws. I'll take those out. Those are the motor screws for this motor mount plate. These are metal screws. I just put them in plastic. Switch those. Those go there. And then Loctite ties on the motor, so those will definitely be vibrating. That's not good. I'm sorry for the boring stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody work on an Imex button head metal screw. I remember from the setup, just put them in the wrong place. Those have been Loctited and secured. Beautiful. This is the right screw for the back. That's a pan head or whatever it is. Countersunk goes down into the countersink. So it mix those two up. I got this DeWalt ratchet driver from Home Depot. Oh my goodness. Other than having an electric drill, this makes reassembly so easy and so much faster. I should have got these ages ago instead of using Allen keys. Allen keys, perfect hardened steel, but the grip and the speed you can turn isn't as good as this ratchet. This ratchet expedites the job. These also double as the protective shell cover post. There's a hole in there, and you can put a body clip through there to hold the shield the electronics. I've got two more screws somewhere else. I'm going to pause, and instead of having you watch me put the screws in, I'll button this up and come back. All right, so I got that almost back together. Okay. So all that's left now is to tune these shocks, man. Tune these shocks. Make sure they're all the same, that they're rebounding. All the same. Pull to the top. This will be done. Is there something else I want to do? I have a Jeep body coming for this. A very nice Jeep body. And I think will make this look really good. Coming from China. It'll be a whole different look, not the look of a car, because those bodies I had readily available. I even found one on Walmart site online, but they look like cars. I think this would be nice as a big monstrous Jeep, 1/10 scale. Okay, I'm gonna power this up one more time, spin those wheels out, see what the view looks like. Spin these wheels up one more time. And then I'll go to work on the shocks. And this car besides the body will be done. Well, no, it won't. This is a 30 kilogram waterproof servo, Surpass Hobby 3660, 2600 kilovolt waterproof motor. The Xerun 120 amp ESC is not waterproof, so I will be waterproofing this ESC where the fan plugs in, right there where the computer slot. I don't think I have that, and no one else does. You program the ESC from the power wire here, but I'll fill in that port. I'm gonna go fill in around the aluminum cooling fan. I'll be opening the whole unit up and using a nail polish to coat the circuit boards in there until they're a couple coatings, and then I'll be pouring the bottom of the ESC with the nail polish to make my waterproof potting. So I'm going to waterproof the ESC, and the same thing for this receiver. It's not waterproof, so I'll be popping that apart, opening it up, waterproofing the circuit board in there, and the bottom below these contacts, and a couple coats of that on there, and then I'll pour the bottom of the case with nail polish, set it back in there, and let it set up and cure with nail polish as my waterproof circuit board potting material. So I'll stop talking. One more spin out. Let's see how. Oh yeah, that's all buttoned down. All my screws back. Beautiful. I like that servo. That came from AliExpress. What was that? Oh, it's up. Not sure why I felt like it was sticking. What is that? Okay. Let's set the end points on the ESC since that seemed like it was sticking. We'll do a calibration. That's left, full throttle, turn it on. Hit this button, you get the flashing light. You do your end points. So I usually go right, left, full throttle, let it go, full reverse, let it go. When you're done doing the end points, you hit that. That's end point calibrated. Now, on the ESC, let's do the end point calibration. Okay, that's no throttle, full throttle, let it go, full reverse. All right, that's calibrated. End point. 100%. Let's do steering endpoints. Servo sticker. This is that servo. I don't know why it seemed like that servo was sticking. I just wanted to be. Oh, I think that's it. What is that? Oh, my battery is cutting out on me, I think. That's what it is. Maybe I'm low voltage on my battery. Servo isn't sticking. The low voltage is making it shut off and then come back on or something. Battery tester. You know what? I don't see my battery tester, so I'm just gonna put a new battery in there. That one might be dead now. Oh, and I need to check the voltage on this one as well. Okay. What is this? Fail safe? I got some trouble in connection or something.